Moikka!
Hey! Welcome to our podcast, Mastering Finland. I'm Jean and I'm from California.
I'm Petra and I'm from the Czech Republic.
We're here to chat about our life in Finland.
Hi Jean!
Okay, I'm sorry, but every time you say hi Jean now, I just remember when I was transcribing our previous episodes.
Okay.
And I said hygiene to the Google thingy to like type it out. And it spelled hygiene, like cleanliness and And so ever since I've seen hygiene written as that, I can't get over it.
Then I have to call it different. I have a different name for you. We'll probably discuss it at one point.
Oh, yeah.
Jenny.
Yep.
Right,
only
Jenny.
Petra and our other friend. Only two of them call me that, and this one other person, which will be discussed later.
Well, okay, Jenny.
Jenny. Hi, Jenny.
Yes.
Not Jean.
Okay, well, then I'll change it and you'll be Jenny for the rest of our podcast.
Great.
Fine. Everyone is going to be happy and confused about this Jean thing in the intro. And then there's Jenny suddenly and it's a different person, but...
They will understand sooner than later.
Okay, let's get to what are we going to discuss today then?
Yes, so... Today, we're going to discuss about how we settled in to Finland.
Exactly.
Like, just literally the practical steps or the things we had to do. Like, for instance, getting furniture.
Yeah, grocery shopping and food and stuff like that.
Normal, basic human needs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
alright. So,
how did you?
Well, for me, it was a bit different because when I came, I knew people from before.
Oh, right.
So I bought furniture from them. So if you know somebody who is already in Finland and maybe a student and you are coming as a student as well and you want just this second-hand furniture, just try to agree with them and they will sell it for a cheap price altogether and you have a whole package of stuff, which happened to me both times that I was moving back. Yeah. To Jyväskylä.
Oh wait, so the first time you came, remember on Erasmus, the exchange program.
I also had, because I had my former classmate in Czech was here on Erasmus. Yeah. And he was leaving basically in June. Yeah. And there was a summer bit, but he left it with his tutor, as we mentioned. So I then pick it up at his place and that was it. Yeah. And I had everything. Yeah, and a tutor, just a reminder, is someone who is assigned by the university to help new students like settle in and all of that fun stuff. Yeah. Okay. So for me it was a bit different, but it's also an option. But how about you? Because you came fresh. Because I did not know anyone. Yeah, I came fresh. I had to go to the secondhand shop, which is very common here. I know it's definitely. Quote unquote like looked down in some other countries to buy secondhand things, but here it's just how it is, and it's really practical, and it's so much cheaper, especially if you know that you're only gonna be here for like 2 years max, or even less if you're an exchange student. Yeah, exactly. There's no point in buying full price on anything. Yeah, but of course check first, because on Erasmus, my first apartment was furnished, just to mention that. Oh, that's true. Some student housing is furnished. So, but I still had to get all the kitchen stuff, because there is nothing. Yeah. So, all the cutlery and bowls and blah, blah, blah. But even in the secondhand shops, they have like cutlery. Like, literally, they have everything you can possibly need. Which is amazing. Anyways, so I had to do the whole shopping thing. And, like, my student housing room was not furnished. Okay. So, like, it was empty. Yeah. And I just bought a mattress from the supermarket to get me started, like a kind of a thin one, and it wasn't the best, but at least I didn't have to sleep on the floor, Yeah, makes sense. I mean, that's probably the first step if you're not... If it's not furnished. If you don't have arranged any bed yet. Yes. Just get a mattress, get yourself started. Yeah. And then later on, I, through a friend... She hooked me up with someone who was selling, like a Finnish person who was selling a mattress and an actual bed frame. Oh, so that's amazing, That's how I got my bed. But it's, everything is secondhand. Yeah, it's not a big deal. But of course, if you're moving here and you are planning to stay long and you're planning to have your own new furniture, then there is, of course, IKEA, which probably everybody knows. And then there is Jysk, which is also... Furniture shop. Yeah, furniture shop, So these two are possible to go to, especially in Helsinki. You can rent a van for like 15 euros or something. Yeah. It's cheaper than have it delivered, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
then
quite funny.
It'd be great if you had a friend or a roommate who also needs, then you could just split the cost. And
exactly.
In that way,
so
it won't be
if that is a thing, definitely do it. 15 euros is not that much, but of course, if you're a student, every 15 euros, it's a bit.
But service, like anything to do with like services here is really expensive.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's nice that they value human work and time, but at the same time, it's just so much more expensive than in other countries. Like to get your shoe fixed is like definitely. 30 euros. Yeah. So at some point, sometimes it's just like it's better to just get a new one.
Yeah, which is the worst because it's not sustainable at all.
That's true.
Like, I don't like this idea of new shoe being cheaper than repaired shoe.
Exactly.
Like, how is that even possible?
But speaking of Jusk, which is the furniture store, it just reminded me of one of our friends. She bought this ginormous mirror.
Oh yeah, I know. I remember,
And it is a heavy mirror.
It's like a proper
full length body size.
Yeah, like 180 or some ridiculous thing. Yeah.
And it's got like this wooden frame. It's a heavy mirror. And she managed to bring this by herself to the apartment from Jusk. Which Jusk, you have to take 2 buses to get there from our student housing. Yeah. We have the same mirror. And when I was moving it just like across the room in my studio, I'm just like, I think about her every time. Like, how did she do it all the way to the bus stop, onto the bus, and then off the bus and like twice?
Yeah, I don't know. Extreme.
She's extreme.
You are extreme. You know who you are, and you are extreme.
Yeah, exactly. You know exactly who you are. I hope she's listening. If not, then she's not a good supporter.
She's not a friend.
But also, same friend, she bought a mattress. She lived on the 8th floor, in the student housing. And guess what? This is the negative side to the student housing is they did not.
It's all housing, I feel, but
that's true. It is
student
a lot of
housing. It's like they know people are moving out and in all the time.
Yes, and they're not even furnished. So the elevators are teeny tiny. They can fit like 4 people max. Yeah. So you can't fit any furniture.
Anything. Yeah,
maybe a chair.
Maybe a chair and some sort of
fold-up
wardrobe thing.
But seriously, it is tiny.
Yeah.
So we had to help this friend take her mattress up on spiral stairs.
Oh, no.
Like we're constantly turning up 8 floors.
Oh no, it was horrible. I did it to 5th floor with the bed.
I haven't worked out since. I was like, I give up.
Jean is still sore.
I'm still sore.
2 years later.
Mentally.
She's still sore.
Mentally,
I'm not
just traumatized.
I mean, I want to see my move because we are moving soon.
Oh, that's right,
and we should live on the 3rd floor. And there is no elevator at all.
Finland, if anyone from Finland is listening to this, like, can you seriously, whoever has power, like, start installing service elevators?
Though, no.
That's true. The structure is old.
Yeah, if you have, like, an apartment building where you can't, like, it was not made for having an elevator, I get it, right?
Yeah.
But that's why these places have just 3 floors.
But
even 3 floors is too much.
Okay, 3 floors is better than 8, but even the new student buildings. Thing is, the structure, the building itself doesn't allow for bigger elevators. Petra, why are you laughing?
Sorry.
Anyway, I think we should move on from furniture.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to grocery shopping. That's quite fun as well.
That was also lots of fun grocery shopping when you don't know Finnish.
So let's start with the bigger picture and what sort of supermarkets are here.
Okay.
So there is this K-ryhmä in Finnish. K-group and S-group, basically.
Yes, they're like corporations.
They're like companies that have under themselves different shops and different pubs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then there is a Lidl, which is the only supermarket that is not Finnish.
Oh, it's German, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Lidl, in case anyone.
Yeah. I mean, probably everybody
Not
knows.
little. But I thought it was little at first, like
little.
When
it's
little.
See. Yeah. It's little. Yeah. True.
Yeah.
So it's on American little. Yeah.
It's a D.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the point is that if you look on them from the price sort of point of view, Lidl is the cheapest. For sure. So if you plan to do like weekly shoppings and stuff, it's definitely best to go to Lidl and just get everything there.
The last time I went there, I spent, I think, 34 something euros, and that lasted me 2 weeks.
Yeah,
the groceries.
Exactly.
So just imagine like a month,
Definitely.
then it's like less than 100 euros.
Yeah. And then you have S Group, which like it's the S Market and Prisma and S Supermarket. It belongs to that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and these ones are sort of cheaper than K Group, but at the same time they're not that many of them.
Oh,
so K Market is definitely more.
Idea.
Yeah, so there's K Market, and then the K Group is K Market, K Supermarket, and K City Market, or just City Market.
Yeah.
And these ones are like all around Finland, and I would say they are more represented than S Group, but S Group has also this tiny shop, and it's called this Ale, right?
Oh yeah. It's another,
but it belongs
a smaller
to
shop.
Yeah, but it belongs to S Group, and that's where they get the money from, because all the people who want to buy stuff like later on in the evening or during night in Helsinki, they're open 24 hours.
Yeah. Speaking of open late and 24 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Alko. That's like where you can get alcohol.
Yeah.
Alko. Get it?
Yeah. But it's a separate shop.
It's a separate shop. So in the supermarkets, you can find alcoholic drinks, but they're like 5% and under.
5.5, I think.
5.5 and under.
Yeah.
Anything higher, you're going to have to go to this shop called Alko. And so you go there, you have to have your ID. The person who buys it has to have their ID on them, obviously. And you find everything there. Yeah. It's open Monday to...
I think Saturday.
But Saturday it closes earlier.
Yeah,
as
definitely.
most things close earlier on Saturday.
Yeah.
Sunday it's not even open. So if you're going to drink on Sunday, you have to plan accordingly.
I just remembered, isn't it like illegal to drink outside here in Finland?
I don't know.
Isn't it like that they can fine you if they find you drinking outside?
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
I think it is true, but now I'm just not 100% sure. It might have changed.
Well, if one of you listeners ever has experience with that, let us know.
Yeah.
And that's the okay, so grocery shopping.
Yeah.
When I was like buying spices, filling up my spice cabinet, that was probably one of the hardest aisles I had to go through because I didn't know the Finnish name. And so I'm just standing there with Google Translate.
And you are using way more spices than like basic European.
That's true. I don't just need salt and pepper. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Those are basic.
For me it's like salt, pepper, garlic, basil, and oregano. This is it. And chili maybe a bit.
Well, that's actually still pretty good.
Well, for European person.
No, but even
look at it, offending people.
I am sorry, but Finland does not.
I'm not being offended.
I am not. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I am not the biggest fan of Finnish food. I'll eat it. I can enjoy it, but can I have it for the rest of my life?
Probably not.
I'd rather.
But it makes sense because you have different like culture background and
yes, we have flavor.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because let's say I'm coming from Czech, and the flavor is salt, pepper. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And then there is this like lots of onions, lots of garlics, bits, and then
Koreans also have a lot of garlic.
But that's basically all we have, sort of. Like
it makes sense. It's also
like a little bits of this, like leafy stuff. Yeah, but that's it. There is nothing crazy.
I understand it's also like geographical. Obviously, if you don't grow those things naturally, then you're not going to know it, and it's not going to be in your,
But like I like the food here because it's really healthy, and it makes me feel like, if I'm eating that, I am not unhealthy.
They do like their cream though. Oh, they love their creamy food.
Yeah, but they have like cream that is like 5% cream.
Okay, fine.
So that's the point. Exactly, because in other countries you can't even find 5%
That's
cream.
That's
true. Because no one would buy it.
Yes, anyone who has any like dietary restrictions, this would be your paradise because they literally cater to anyone with any kind of dietary restriction.
Definitely.
Like gluten-free, lactose-free.
Yes.
What else?
Sugar-free. There is all of the stuff sugar-free available.
Yeah. Flavor-free.
Flavor-free. Vegan.
I'm kidding. I'm saying that's all Finnish food.
Vegan, vegetarian, and there is nowadays. I'm so happy about it because I am myself lactose intolerant, and
I think I am too.
It's not what?
Yeah.
Have you just like found out?
Well, it's like it comes and goes. It's very strange, but it usually when I do drink lactose milk, I don't react very well to it. More so than not.
Well, point is, maybe I should say it, that it's not like I've always been.
Mm-hmm.
I moved to Finland, and after 2 years of my life here, drinking full-time this fresh milk, and my system just failed, and I became lactose intolerant, and now I can't handle anything.
Okay, so when you come to Finland, be prepared to become lactose.
I mean, I don't want to claim that that's 100% true, but that's what happened to me.
It could be if you're exposed to it long enough. Like,
the point is that the milk here and the dairy products are way more fresh than in other countries, or in my country, because there are all these pasteurized things, and you know they are like you can keep them outside the fridge, but here milks are super fresh, and you can't even keep it out of the fridge.
That's true. Yeah, the expiration date is pretty quick.
So you have to use it straight away, which probably makes the difference, and that makes it more aggressive when it comes to the lactose, I guess.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, vegan things are now expanding.
Oh my gosh, everywhere.
Everything.
McDonald's, just, I guess it's all over the world as well. But this is including in all restaurants. Usually
it's amazing. And because I can't have cheese, right? And to go to a restaurant and they don't have lactose-free cheese usually, and it's pizza and stuff. Yeah. But now you can get vegan pizzas and vegan everything. So that's even vegan burgers. Yeah. So I don't have to be like, oh, please, can I have a burger without cheese? You know, I don't have to be like that. So to me, yes, I will have all vegan stuff. I'm fine with that. I don't really mind it. It's great, and I feel good for environment, and I feel good for myself. So it's all all covered.
I'll eat your chicken and beef for you.
Yeah, I know you will. Share. Yeah, great. Thanks very much. I'm feeling so great about it. Now she's ruined it all. But thank you, Jean. You are a great friend.
No problem. No problem. And also at the student restaurants at the university, they have a lot of options. Yeah, they'll always have something vegan or vegetarian. And the interesting thing is, in any restaurant and the student cafeteria, but we call them student restaurants at the university, they have signs up for what the dishes contain, so that in case you have allergies or something, you are aware. And they mark which ones are gluten-free, which ones are vegan, which ones are
and if there is not a vegan that you could see, they always have a vegan option. Just ask them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's quite really nice thing. I think they usually try to make it.
Yeah.
But if it's not, then there is definitely a vegan option behind the counter. Yeah.
So don't worry. Finland sees you and they see your diet.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, luckily here you can feel free to consume whatever you want, and it's available, and it's not that expensive. Also, it's good to mention, I think, because in many countries like Czech, for example, lactose-free things, they are double the price.
That's true.
At least.
It's more expensive.
Here it's maybe 20 cents more, if so.
Oh, it is still more?
If so. Oh, okay. Depends. With milk it is.
Yeah.
But with other stuff like creams and cheese, it's the same price. You can't recognize the difference.
Yeah. And
when it comes to price.
Yeah. They literally have, if it's dairy, they will have a lactose-free version of it for every single product. Sour cream, whipping cream, anything. They will have
all the cheese
dairy,
things,
all the cheese,
everything. Yeah. Definitely.
So
one last thing that I kind of wanted to mention, maybe it's the sort of zero waste options, because I know that nowadays world is turning into better space, hopefully, and people are trying to be more aware of what they're consuming, what they're not consuming. And if you are one of these people and you want to move here and you have this dream that Finland definitely is going to have these bulk shops and everything is covered, which bulk shops are those ones that you can just buy things without plastics into your own containers.
Oh, bulk shops.
Whatever there is, from beans to whatever
just
you imagine.
Food only, or just everything?
It's mostly food, I think, but also other products that are kind of more
household, home stuff.
And they have better packaging. So this bulk shop, they're not really existing. Which was kind of shocking to me, because I thought that North Europe is so advanced and everything is great and everything works, but they don't really have it that much. There are shops, which there is one, and it's called Ekolokaupa, I think.
Okay.
And this is the only shop, proper shop, that has everything from these toothbrushes and all the stuff that you need for home that are sustainable.
Is that where you got your toothbrush?
Well, also there is another one that I want to mention as well.
She has a
but also there, I have bamboo toothbrush. It's amazing.
Oh, it's bamboo.
But back to the point, it's they have some stuff on bulk, but not many, which disappointed me a bit. I know that sometimes in these Asian shops and Indian shops, you can find other stuff on bulk that they have vegetables and different spices and stuff that normally you might buy wrapped in plastic.
Right.
And also, of course, there are markets, which are Finnish markets, and they're selling fresh vegetables and fruits, but it's more expensive. So sometimes when I have time, that's the point, when you have time, because you have to go to 5 different shops if you want to do it like properly. Yeah. And in summer it's quite easy because they have also, you know, all the other stuff, but in winter, of course, there are not that many things because they're trying not to import that many things. They try to use the Finnish stuff.
That's
of
good.
course, because it's fresh.
Yeah.
But at the end, in winter, there are not that many things available.
There's not much they can grow here, though.
I mean, you can. You know, it's like the basic stuff. Cucumber, potatoes.
But I don't. The cucumbers are hit or miss. Sometimes they'll taste good, and sometimes the skin is so thick.
Yeah, that's
and it
true.
just does not taste good.
But I guess it depends also on the part of the year.
Yeah.
But of course, markets, like the public markets, are great part of it. And then there is also another shop for people who are more like into natural products and also a bit of the sustainability. It's called Ruohonjuuri.
Okay.
You can provide links for all of these stuff that we are talking about, of course. And it's a shop that I love.
Yeah.
It's really expensive, but I love it. I always save up money so I can go there. But I buy there peanut butter in a jar with no extra palm oil things. Mm-hmm. And it's amazing. That's what I buy there all the time. That's the product. And the toothbrushes, the bamboo toothbrushes. Yeah. That I buy there all the time. Also, they have quite nice like amount of supplements, so vitamins and different natural stuff. But it's all natural, which is amazing. So you're not afraid of that. And I'd rather go there than to pharmacies, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
So these sort of things I buy there all the time. And also sometimes they have these like fair trade chocolates and everything that is sort of like more friendly towards the planet, and I just love it, but it's really expensive, so be aware of that.
Yeah. It's so expensive to save our planet.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
it is. It's sad, but it is. But
that's the reality.
There are options, but you just have to push a bit harder than normal people who would just go to one shop and get everything. Yeah. But you know, that's that.
Yeah, but you have the point is you have your options.
Definitely.
And I think the other thing about settling in and like just getting an idea of Finnish life and was throwing the trash away. It's such a chore because you have to separate everything. And this is in continuing on the whole like green talk. They really do try, and people actually do follow the rules.
It's amazing.
And so when you take out the trash, you literally have to separate it out into all these categories. Metal, cardboard, glass, bio, and just all trash. So like usually when you go to a home or an apartment, they will have trash bins.
I don't know, do you have? I think they started
Some
it
places
recently.
Don't have plastic.
Yeah, that's the point.
I don't know why they
I think
wouldn't.
it's a different company that does this plastics recycling.
Oh yes, you could return the bottles, certain bottles, and get money back.
Yeah, the point is that you can return bottles and cans.
Yes,
and also like if you have wine glass, you can also return that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's part of it as well.
Doesn't it on the label? It has like that recycling symbol.
Yeah, and it says that there's like a circle, and it says like it was 40 cents, let's say.
And that's how much you'll get back.
That's how much you will get back. And it's called panti in Finnish, and that's what it is.
But they don't charge extra for it. It's included in the price.
Oh,
right? But anyway, regardless, you get your money back.
Yeah, so you go there back to the shop after you filled your bag, and you return it, and then you take this sort of tiny receipt, and there is written like how much money you're going to get back.
Yeah.
And you can either get it back in cash, or you can pay with it, like part of your
groceries or whatever.
Yeah. But just beware that little bottles, you can't return them in any other shops. That's one thing. Yeah. So if you buy specific little things, they don't have them anywhere else. Nor S-Market nor K-Market is gonna take it.
But if you buy a Coke can from Lidl and you return it
somewhere, definitely.
It's okay.
Yeah. But these like specific little products, you're not gonna get it.
Okay.
The money returned unless you return it in Lidl.
So lame.
I mean that they do. They know why they do it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we covered the groceries, the furniture, and zero waste and trash, which actually wasn't on the agenda, but it's important to know. Yeah.
Anything else? What about the cosmetics thing?
Oh yes. So. Yes, I use makeup. There are a lot of options, but it is still a lot more expensive, I feel like, than even in the States, like, for example, compared to California. And there aren't as many options as you would have maybe elsewhere, like maybe in bigger cities. But they have their own line, Lumene, and like Nordic Girl or something like that. I use Lumene's like skincare stuff because in the winter it gets super dry and like your skin gets chapped. And in fact, like I have to kind of change up my skin routine during the winter versus in the summer because
I've been using
it is
so much hand
drier.
Cream as well.
I cannot like I recently, this is new, but I recently started working as a kindergarten teacher.
Yay! Congratulations!
We will have to talk about details of that in another episode. But I have to wash my hands constantly when I'm there because the kids are snotty and gross.
I mean,
like anything they touch, I have to like wash my hands every 5 minutes. It feels like, and my hands just get so dry. And so I just carry lotion around with me in my pocket.
Definitely.
Like,
and I even like sometimes it's so dry when you put it in a glove. It feels so bad that I have to like take it out and put lotion and then put it inside because it's so like
painful.
The fabric against your palm is just horrible.
And my hands are sweaty. I have a condition. I really do. So if my sweaty hands get dry, you guys, there is a problem. Okay, the part that gets dry is like the top of my hand, not my sweaty palms. But I'm saying like I don't naturally have dry. It just gets so dry here. I know, it's a gross visual. But that's why I hate shaking people's hands, because I have to like wipe my hands off.
Hello, my name is Jean. Alright, well.
Okay, I think we've done enough damage here.
I think that was too much anyway. So, okay. Thanks for listening, guys. It was great, and hope you are laughing with us as much as we were laughing together. But yeah.
We'll see you, or hear you. I keep saying see you.
I know, but it feels more natural.
Yeah.
Okay,
hear you later.
Hear you next Monday.
Hear you next Monday.
Bye.